Hey, what's up everyone? Taylor Sharp here for Best Buy Canada blog, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Marshall Minor 2. Alright, so today we're talking about the Marshall Minor 2 Bluetooth headphones. And why don't we start with what's in the box. So here's the box that comes with the headphones. Inside, basically all you're going to get are the headphones themselves and the charging cable, which is pretty standard micro USB, though it does kind of come out on an angle like that, which I haven't really seen before. It has this little plastic loop, which I haven't yet figured out what that's for, but no charging block comes with it, so you're going to need to find your own way to plug this end in. Most of us have those kicking around, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, or you can plug them into your computer. So in terms of the headphones themselves, the headphones ship with what they're calling an innovative ear fit system, which is a lot similar to what the Pixel Buds and a few other headphones are doing, where they are looping the cable through the body of the headphone and coming up to create this loop which you put into your ear and helps them stay firmly within the ear cavity. They also feature these rubber tips which go into your ear, and if you can see in here, they're the two separate drivers, which are what are going to give you that quality sound. On the outside, they've got these gold metal bits with the M, the embossed Marshall M on them, and these are actually magnetic. And the beauty of that is that when you put them around your neck, those are going to stick together and kind of turn the whole necklace into, or the earphones into, a bit of a necklace. And the added benefit is that that's going to automatically pause your music, which is a cool feature as well. On the remote, which is also the battery and the microphone and where you charge, there is this multi-directional control knob which allows you to do everything from change volume to change the tracks and start and stop your music, as well as power up and power down the headphones. So kind of a nifty way to interact with headphones. I've never seen anything like that before, and for the most part it works pretty well, though while I was running, as you'll see later in the video, I did encounter a bit of issue when I tried to pause the music and it was changing the song or turning up the volume, despite me pushing it directly down. So not perfect on the execution there, but it is a nifty way of controlling the headphones. We are at Spanish Banks right now, and I just did with Sadie, we just did about 7K, 6.5K from Kits through Point Grey all the way here. And actually, you know what, I'm kind of surprised and impressed a little bit with the quality of how these headphones stayed in my ears. I didn't have to push them in once. They kind of stayed put. So I'm pretty impressed. That being said, still the issue with the audio quality where it's not, you're not getting the full experience of the quality of the sound that these things create, because they just aren't fitting into my ear canal. But I have to say, it was kind of nice not to have to push the earbuds into my ears as I was running. Had a few issues with the volume control knob as I was running, trying to pause it and it would turn the volume up, or pause it and it would change the song. So not perfect on the control knob, but all in all, pretty good experience actually, better than I expected. So another 6.5K home, and we'll see how they turn out. Yeah, so I just went ahead and listened to the first video there, the first part of the video that I just recorded, and you're probably finding as well that the audio quality is actually pretty good. There is a decent amount of wind here today, and I'm not hearing too much of it come through on the mic. Voice sounds clear, so I'm pretty impressed with that, at least. I have another pair of big, expensive noise-canceling headphones, and people complain all the time that they can't hear me because of the wind or the ambient noise. So yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, what do you think, Sadie? She's found a ball, so we're gonna go home. Alright, so back home now after the run, and yeah, the rest of the run went really well. The earphones stayed nicely planted in the ears, didn't have to push them in at all. But one other thing that I did notice was, as I'm moving my head, checking side to side as you do when you're running with headphones in to try and make sure there's no one coming behind you if you have to move about. You'll notice that the remote is getting kind of stuck, and there's a whole bunch of cable on this side, and if I turn this way, it's getting stuck. Now this is a pretty common issue with headphones of this type. It's just what happens when you've got a cable that's dangling behind your neck and there's a whole bunch of weight, namely this remote, only on one part of it. It weighs down one side, and when I turn my head like this, sometimes it gets caught on this side, and now this is super tight and kind of getting pulled out of my ear, and there's a whole bunch of cable on this side. So that's just one of the things with headphones of this design that you have to contend with. And on this one, as I mentioned in my write-up, the battery and remote is quite substantial, so it's it's pretty heavy, and it is a little bit more weight on the cable. So when you're switching your head back and forth, you're going to notice it. But all in all, if you're running or if you're just moving around and not moving your head around a lot, then you're not going to really notice it. And like I said in the write-up, because this thing dangles, the directions on the control knob are pretty, for the most part, they're pretty intuitive. So up is up this way, down is down this way, forward is towards this way, and back is that way. So all in all, not a bad headset. Wouldn't be my pick for running. Doesn't have IPX rating. Tends to get a little hung up when you're moving your head. Ideally for running, you'd have some true wireless headphones of some kind. So maybe Marshall will come out with that later on. We'll see. But for the full write-up, check the article and visit bestbuy.ca to see the Marshall Minor 2. Have a good one, guys.